Hey folks, my son actually asked me, when it comes to cooking a steak, what is the best method? Pan fry or grill? Now, both are perfectly acceptable methods. There's some people that swear by one or the other, and I've tried them both. With the pan fry, you get a nice caramelization across both sides, evenly across both sides of the steak, which gives you a really good flavor. But also with the grill, especially with charcoal or wood, you pick up that smoke from the charcoal or the wood, and so that gives you a completely different flavor. I really like that. So my favorite method of cooking a steak is actually sous vide, where you cook it in the in in a vacuum sealed bag in hot water for, you know, as long as it takes. You know, you could have it in there for 3 hours and then take it out and finish it on the grill, and it would be perfect. So you can get a perfectly, medium rare, whatever you like. And aside from sous vide, I have to say my favorite method is the reverse sear. And I've done that a number of times on my grill, but I want to try something different and see how that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the steak in my my convection oven. It's essentially a reverse sear. So I'm going to set the oven at about 300, yeah, 300, 350, 320, 325. I'll set it at 325, and then I'll put a thermometer in it, and then when it reaches 120, I'll hit it with the broiler and see how that turns out. I'm pretty sure that will work really well, because many of your high-end restaurants, that they actually broil their steaks. So the thermometer I'm going to use, I don't think I've ever shown you all this, but it's the Meter Plus. This is really good. It's a Bluetooth thermometer, and normally I don't care much for Bluetooth thermometers because they don't have much of a range. But the Meter Plus is different because the base itself has a repeater. It has a Bluetooth repeater, so you get much further distance. I think they said something like 198 feet from the probe to your phone, using this halfway in the middle of the path to repeat it. The one thing that I do love about this is it's a dual probe, and it's completely wireless. Besides being wireless, it's a dual probe, so you can you get the internal temperature of your food with the probe, and then the outside here gets the temperature, the ambient temperature of your grill, your oven, whatever. So I really like this for being completely wireless and dual probe, dual temperatures. I really like it. So stay tuned, and you'll see how I'm going to prepare the steak, and then how I'm going to cook it, and then we'll take a test at the end. So stay tuned. Okay, here I have a beautiful prime ribeye steak. Just going to season it simply with salt, sea salt, and fresh ground black pepper. For me, that's the perfect steak. Just, I want to taste the steak, with a little bit of salt and pepper. Pat it in. So now I'm going to insert temperature probe and try to get it right into the center, as deep into the center as I can. And now I'm going to get some of that leftover salt and pepper onto the sides, and place this on a baking sheet with a rack, because I don't want this to sit and steam in its own juices. I want it up on a rack. Okay, now I'm going into a 325 degree oven. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I'm going to let this go to the internal temperature is 120 degrees. So we'll see how long that takes. Okay, hit 120 degrees after about, 20 minutes or so. So now I'm going to raise this rack up to the broiling level and then finish it off under the broiler. Just for a few minutes per side. And here we go. Yep, that's perfect. Okay. It's looking good. Let's flip her over. Finish on that side for a few more minutes. Now we're done. Okay, let's take this out and put it on a cutting rack, cutting board. Now I'm going to tint this with some foil. Let those juices redistribute just for a few minutes. Let it rest. And then I'll be back. Okay, after a few minutes, this is nicely rested. A lot of juice here. A lot of juice. Let's remove this temperature probe. Yeah, it's hot. Okay, let's cut right down the middle, see what it looks like. Now see, this turned out to be a medium well, which is exactly what my son and my wife like. So that's why I did it. If I did this for myself, I would have pulled this at like 100 degrees and then finished it under the broiler, because I like it a lot more rare. But my son and my wife, like I said, I'm making this for my son. So let's give it a taste. I have to say it tastes really good. It tastes really good. Just that salt, pepper, flavor of the beef. Thanks for watching, folks.